this. When everybody get with this, it's going down tonight. Up in the town tonight, rolling Vegas up Omega for the chronic sin. Rolex on my wrist because I produce hits. Got some groupies having fits when I'm riding past. Tank full of gas, pocket full of cash. Side shows going down tonight. Made a right on 73rd and purchased some act ride. Bounce back in, crack that hint. I'm worldwide like a fifth of gin, and plus I'm in it to win. I'm checking your chin. AK down 77, my cousins, deep in the block, them deep east legends. There ain't no need to be stepping. We flow nining, got them all rewinding. Now they all realizing, low riding high side.
Keep it on the real. High side. If you're real with me, I'll be real with you. Yeah. Detox scripts and scratch the blood.
It'd be astounding, formatic surrounding. Getting paint, drink down it, off the sounding, you pounding. Laughing, lounging, trying to get lit. I'm supposed to meet my folks at the club. A cutie eye,
applied in the 50s and the 60s and is today. And you know, one of the things you can't take from is like, I love Death Row, that was my baby, I love it, I enjoy the people on there, and we done that. And you know, Pac still moves on and lives on, and every person from there I feel is successful. So that's a blessing. But more importantly,
That's just the way it is, though. And I know right away that you know, the thing was $100,000 for a photo, an autopsy photo.
You know, the thing was $100,000 for a photo, an autopsy photo.
And that's why our case file was locked up, because we sure didn't want any of our photos released out there in public. So, yeah, I can tell you with 100% certainty that that particular photo was not from our file.
So, yeah, I can tell you with 100% certainty that that particular photo was not from our file.
Hey, yo, are you afraid to die? Or do you want to live forever? Tell me, what's wrong?
Now, one thing, whenever people talk about 2Pac, they always bring up the Outlaws. Always bring up the Outlaws. And one of the latest things that, you know, that people said about the Outlaws is that y'all smoke 2Pac ashes. Now, what kind of truth is in that right there?
I mean, listen, I'm gonna break down the whole science of it, because I think when Vlad put it out before, it kind of got put out in a way where it didn't make any sense. People just was like, oh man, they smoked their ashes. Some people was like, man, that's some sick shit. And then other people was like, yo, that's hella cool. You know, I'd have did that for my homeboy too. So the idea and the ideology behind that comes from Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? You have some Native Americans that actually smoke their loved ones when they pass away in a peace pipe or whatever, and it's a way of always being connected to them and with them. And back in high school, 2Pac had a friend who was Native American who told him about this. So I guess it must have stuck with Pac over the years, because he would bring it up every now and then. And he actually put it in a song called Black Jesus that was on the Still I Rise album. And he said, last wishes, nigga, smoke my ashes. You know what I'm saying? So at the time when Pac passed, you know, we all got together and we smoked what we thought was his ashes. You know what I mean? Years later, we found out that they wasn't really his ashes.
And we smoked what we thought was his ashes. You know what I mean? Years later, we found out that they wasn't really his ashes.
Black doesn't mean I shouldn't have a gun. I have a law legally own guns. I legally own guns. Why would I come to New York and be unlawfully owning 2 guns? Who has 2 guns? Who carries 2 illegal guns? Why? When I got arrested in New York, I got arrested for Biggie. Them guns in my room was Biggie's guns, because them cowards left the room when they heard the police was downstairs, and everybody left their guns in my room. So I got 4 guns in my room. Serial numbers scratched out, and I did not snitch. I took that case. So you can imagine how I feel when I'm in jail for that case, and he out there living a mafia lifestyle, giving me no money, giving me no respect, giving me no tribute. nigga that woo. But he told me like about a week before I got shot. He knew the nigga that was shot me. He was like, Pop, don't hang around this nigga. You know, we walked in with the nigga that shot me. That ended up shooting me. He's like, Pop, don't fuck with this nigga, because I knew the nigga too. He was my Cody fan. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, I'll talk to you about it later. And we didn't talk. The next time I saw him was at the studio where I got shot. So I knew he knew what happened. So I was like, Biggie, what happened? He kept sending me messages like a bitch, you know, like I'm gonna come see.
Was geht ab, Homie?
Gratuliere!
Weißt ja, was auch geht. Uns geht's besser.
Du glänzt, Baby!
Sag dir mal eine Flasche.
Auf jeden, was los?
Hey, wie gut kennst du die Vögel?
Oh, die helfen mir bei diesem Film, den ich mache. Die sind cool.
Pass auf, mit wem du abhängst. Die haben einen schlechten Ruf.
Und? Nigga, dein Ruf ist schlecht, also was soll das heißen?
Shit, ich bin Bad Boy.
Er muss in die Notaufnahme.
Liebling, es tut mir ja so leid. Oh, shit. Aber die Leute von der Feuerwehr sind ja bei dir.
Wir müssen in den dritten hoch.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Ja, meine Freundin war auf einer Silvesterparty und sie hat ein bisschen zu viel getrunken. In dem Zeug waren auch noch Drogen.
Überdosis, Sir?
Ja.
Ist sie versichert?
Das weiß ich nicht.
Ihr Name, Sir?
Ezekiel Whitmore.
Füllen Sie das aus und bringen Sie es mir zurück.
Hören Sie, meine Freundin ist verdammt noch mal im Koma. Sie braucht sofort einen Arzt.
Füllen Sie das hier aus und bringen Sie es mir zurück.
Okay, dann kommen Sie. Dr. Conway, rufen Sie bitte die Verwaltung an. Apparat 101.
Nein, so geht's nicht.
Verwaltung an. Apparat 101.
Ist alles in Ordnung, Cocky. Okay? Ist alles in Ordnung. Wird schon wieder. Wir sind ja jetzt im Krankenhaus. Es wird alles wieder gut.
Schwester Worden, melden Sie sich bitte in der Ruhe.
Kann ich jetzt endlich einen Arzt sprechen?
Einen Augenblick, Sir. Es fehlt noch die Sozialversicherungsnummer und die der Krankenkasse, wenn sie eine hat. Doch davon gehe ich aus, denn es ist hier angekreuzt. Ein Ausweis mit Foto und die Anschrift eines nahen Verwandten.
Die Frau stirbt, verstehen Sie das nicht? Sie braucht sofort einen Arzt und Sie fragen hier nach irgendwelchen Scheißnummern. Wenn ich die wüsste, hätte ich den Scheiß eingetragen. Sie werden sofort einen Arzt holen.
Und Sie reden nicht so mit mir. Sie kennen mich doch gar nicht. Wie können Sie es wagen, so mit mir zu reden, als wäre ich eine Nutte von der Straße? Kein Mensch wagt es, so mit mir zu reden, denn ich versuche nur, meine Arbeit zu erledigen. Und wissen Sie was? Soll die Schlampe doch abkratzen.
Was ist denn los, Gloria?
Der Mann ist nicht bei Verstand.
Hören Sie, Doc, das Mädchen hat eine Überdosis genommen. Seit einer Stunde sagt sie kein Wort mehr. Ich habe Angst, dass sie uns hier wegstirbt.
Eine Trage!
Right. If you think about it, right?
Right.
Why you think nobody been arrested if they said they didn't want to kill Tupac?
Because they're snitching to the police, so they ain't
Not
gonna get
just to
arrested.
snitch and be smart, son. Because Tupac not
ain't as
dead.
smart as you should be.
Tupac not dead. If he was dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he's somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on the island somewhere. You know what I mean?